How's it going, gauchos? Me and my acne are inviting you back to another episode of UCSB TV, the okayest show ever made through Zoom. We're really excited about this week's episode because Maddie actually sat down with local artists and makers to talk about their work and how you can support them. It is the holiday season, and I know you guys haven't started your shopping yet, so this is a perfect opportunity to shop local and support people in your community. I don't want the intro to be too long, so I want to jump right into it, so let's hand it off to Maddie with the story.
Okay, Xavier, tell us a little bit about your work.
All right, well, I just started making rugs. It's definitely small in that I haven't really started selling it and just opened up commissions. I use what's called a tufting gun. Basically, I just punch yarn into a piece of fabric that's like nailed into this frame, and I work on one side of it, and the rug that you see like on my Instagram comes out on the other side.
What's your kind of range of products right now?
So far I have smaller pieces, something like this.
Nice.
I would say like a little bit over like 1 foot tall. But the biggest piece I've made is like 30 inches. It's a really fun hobby, and I'm glad to add it to my belt of artistry amongst other things.
Earlier you mentioned your Instagram. Is that how you plan to primarily sell these rugs?
Yeah, just at goblincowboy.rugs.
Perfect. And then is that the main way people should contact you if they want to make a purchase, or do you have an email or phone number as well?
Yeah, I would say the best way to contact me outside of Instagram is email. You can email me at xavierIsaacGutierrez@gmail.com.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want people to know about your product or your artistry in general?
I would say this goes for like supporting any artist right now. Just definitely consider how much like literal blood, sweat, and tears go into an artist's work, and also just the amount of passion. Art is a really special thing, and when you support other small businesses that put their love into it, it really means a lot to them.
Okay, Alex, let's just get into it. Tell us a little bit about your art.
I really thought the sunsets in Santa Barbara were just like beyond beautiful. I always found that like a picture couldn't do it justice. So I wanted to try and use some of the paints that I had brought with me from my high school art class and give it a go. And I just started going out to the bluffs at Campus Point and painting the sunset over and over again. My house was filled with my art, like all over the walls, and primarily my paintings will be of Devreux. I'll sit on that bench with my paints maybe an hour before sunset, do a little rough outline and then start going. And what started, a couple times when I'm sitting there, people ask like, hey, that's really nice. Like, could I buy one? I'm like, oh, I don't really sell my originals. It's like kind of sentimental value. I feel like each painting kind of has its own importance to me, in the sense that like, I like to do, I think it's called like en air painting, where you go to the place that you're actually painting and sit down and paint it, rather than like, maybe take a picture and go to a studio and then spend a couple hours revising, etc. A lot of those times I'm like sitting next to someone that I, care about, with a friend, a girlfriend, whatever it might be. And so each painting kind of takes on its own meaning for me. And it's interesting to see some of the paintings that I'm really proud of and really happy with, and like the way they turned out, and think about the person who I was with. There's like a good saying that like, when you feel your best, remember who you're around. And I feel that absolutely applies to my art and the way that I kind of think about it. So where I want to kind of go with this is something like, I think it would be really, really amazing to have art funk postcards in the UCEN, or an art funk folder in the UCEN, something along those lines, or maybe something. I was trying to talk with M Special actually about. I was trying to weasel my way into work with M Special to, have art funk art on a can or something like that, and have a percentage of each sale of that beer go towards a charitable cause. So something along those lines is kind of what I see the future of this being. I want to just continue giving back and serving the communities I'm part of, and helping out where I can.
Is your website the primary way that people can interact with you in your paintings?
I would say, yeah. I mean, I'm always available if you want to reach out via Facebook. My usual marketing has been through Facebook, like free and for sale page, a couple other little pages like that. But yeah, my primary is, I would say, if you want to get in contact, I have a contact page on the website. It's got a little message board. You can write whatever you want.
Thank you, Ari. Well, let's just get into it. Tell us a little bit about your work.
So I make handmade polymer clay earrings, and it's a pretty new medium for me. I used to be a traditional artist, and that's how I kind of started my art journey. And then when I came to college, I kind of stopped doing art completely. But once quarantine happened, I had more time on my hands. In late August, I just decided I wanted to try polymer clay because it looks super cool, and that's how I got into polymer clay, and it's actually been going really well. I just run a little online shop called the Clay Water Lily, and the way I came up with that name was because when I was a kid, one of the artists I looked up to the most was Monet, and he had those water lilies, that famous series of paintings that he's done, and it always inspired me so much. So I really was excited to pick a name that would encompass my artistic origins. I think my favorite part about it is working directly with my hands. I've never really had that direct interaction with my hands. I like making little food pieces recently. I think it's so funny just seeing the little miniature food, and I love interacting with people, and I love showing them my art because I think that they also get really excited about it, so that really makes me feel good. I feel since I'm doing art now, my mental health has soared so much. So I'm really excited. I really want to keep it in my life.
Awesome. And then how have you been doing deliveries of your earrings?
Oh, I usually mail them out. I've gotten a few international orders, so that's super cool because I'm they're all all the way in Canada or all the way in Australia, and I think that that makes me really happy that people in other countries want my art. I think that's super validating.
That's awesome. Well, you mentioned your website and your Twitter. Are those the main ways people can interact with you and your art, or are there other social media sites as well that you use to promote your business?
So it's definitely mostly my Twitter and my website. I try to have little updates in my shop every week. I usually advertise on Twitter because that's my biggest marketing area, and I think it works really well.
I'm a baker. I've been baking since I was 8, and I always just kind of baked for just family friends or gatherings, nothing really major. And then over the summer, due to COVID and everything, I wasn't really able to get a job. And so I figured, I love to bake. And so I decided to kind of start my own small baking business. Word of mouth has kind of been small, so trying to advertise has been a little bit difficult, but I try to find creative ways to kind of do it.
How can we tell our viewers where to find more information about your business?
I have a website, and it has my contact information, menu, a gallery of certain things that I've done, as well as recommendations on what I can make. But I'm super flexible, so if there's anything in particular that you enjoy, or if you have a special dietary need, I can always work around that. I also have an Instagram as well, and I also have an email as well, and my phone number. I do contactless delivery, so if you're kind of in the area, I can usually just drop it off. I usually don't really charge anything extra for doing that, but if you don't live in the area, I can ship certain things as long as they won't melt.
Well, thank you. Is there anything else you want to add about your business or your experience or anything in general?
Just that, like in terms of, pandemic and, and food safety and stuff, I take that very seriously. So, like all surfaces are thoroughly cleaned, before. If there's any, nut allergies or food sensitivities, I kind of have like a separate baking pans and stuff that I use to ensure, that it's okay for somebody to eat that. Obviously, it's not 100% guaranteed, but, I try to do the best that I can.
Hi, my name is Sahana and I'm a fourth year at UCSB. My art concentration is one-line pen and ink drawings of human faces and body parts. I started this mostly back in high school when I really wanted to challenge myself to certain drawings that I really couldn't master, and from there I kind of made it my own technique and used one-line drawings to replicate it, and I thought that was really fascinating. And I took it further with collaging, and I usually would incorporate newspaper ads or magazine ads I would see, or even anything that I would just think would be cool at thrift stores, and I would just piece together collages to then also eventually commission or have for myself. And then over quarantine, what happened was I wanted to take my art even further and create a medium where I can really promote and show my art in a home decor. So I decided to use LED lighting to show my one-line drawings in a way that could be lit up in a house. And so that's what I've been working on right now. I usually have been networking with friends and family and been commissioning for them. I'm between San Diego and Isla Vista, so I've been working with people there, and I usually deliver locally. My Instagram is at Cletus Creates, and you can reach me through there if you're interested. I would love to collab and commission anyone that is semi-interested in my art. It's honestly so gifting to know that we could create a community of people that are all sharing a cool commonality with art. So yeah, reach out if you're interested, and happy holidays, everyone.
Tell us a little bit about your work.
So me and my best friend started Doggy Style. We both have dogs, and with quarantine, it's been rough on everyone, I think, emotionally, and there are emotional support dogs, and they've been with us through thick and thin, so it's been great. And I just wanted to draw them and kind of capture them in their own special moments, and I wanted to share that with other dog parents, because I know we all have that one picture where we like love and put on their wallpaper and everything. And I've had dogs who've like passed, and it's just really sad, and I wish I had like a picture or something that's kind of memorable that I could keep forever. So it's just something that I wanted to share and have fun and create for other people.
Where can people interact with you guys and your product?
Yeah, so we are on Instagram, Doggy Style. It's DOGGIE._style. And then another underscore. We're on that on Instagram, and then you can either go to us personally on the UCSB Doggos page or the Free and for Sale page. We do have both like ads and promos on there too. We both have a lot of fun when people want to do like different color background for their dogs, and just like looking at the different coloring of the dog and trying to match it like complementary with the background and the different designs. On our Instagram, we have a link to a Google form, and you just put in your name, your dog's name, you upload a picture, and we have like different examples of what that looks like, and then you can select portrait or a custom, a solid background or another custom background, a little bit about your dog, and any like comments or something in particular that you want, I guess, to enhance inside of the portrait.
How do you send these portraits to your customers?
Yeah, so after we receive payment and the coloring and everything's okay with them, we go ahead and send them a digital file, and that comes in different resolutions and different sizes, whatever works for them. And then we also send them different references for canvas prints, because a lot of them, I have one here, they want to have it printed out in canvas for like Christmas presents or birthday presents. So we personally don't do that, but we do send out a different company who does.
Tell me a little bit about your work.
So my sister, myself, and my mother, we're all making face masks, handmade face masks, custom made, with over 300 fabrics. And we've also started recently making matching dog bandanas as well as scrunchies. So we make a complete set so you can match with your furry friends on your quarantine walk. We wanted to spread it to the UCSB community because we know that everybody at UCSB, the Santa Barbara, they love the arts, and we wanted them to be able to express their personalities through their masks and make it fun for them to wear it, while also making it affordable.
Does your business have a social media presence at all?
Yes, so we have an Instagram. It's at smiley.co2020. We've been running on Instagram for a little bit. We put all our specialty. We have a giveaway currently going on right now for a free face mask. You can enter somebody you're thankful for. It's been going on since Thanksgiving. Enter somebody you're thankful for. This is our second giveaway, I believe. And we also have a discount going on right now where first responders will get 50% off their mask. Because we appreciate our first responders, of course, especially during all of this. And anybody who sees this TV special and mentions it will also get 10% off their order.
Masks are becoming like a fashion statement.
Oh my gosh, we're trying to get that unique kind of look, and it's really fun. We like try to custom design them. It's amazing. It's like an art form in itself sometimes.
So is Instagram, your Instagram page, the best way to reach you guys to buy your products? Do you have an email or way to contact? That's also good.
Yes, I post pretty regularly on Free and for Sale UCSB sites. You can always find me there as well as our Instagram, but you can also contact me at Madison, MADISON 92201 @gmail.com. There, we're also looking for organizations that are in need to supply their whole organization or club with masks but can't necessarily afford it. We can also help you out with that. So if anybody wants to contact us about that, we can't really afford it, we've got you covered. We'd be happy to help.
Is there anything else you'd like to add about your business or why you do this or your experience?
We constantly get messages all the time like, thank you for doing this. And it's like, thank you for you guys who are also like want to be safe and who are buying this.
Thanks so much to all the artists that reach out to us. We're super happy to have you, and we're super excited to support all of you in any way that we can. Make sure to check these guys out. You can just give them a follow if you can't afford to get something yourself right now. I hope you guys all have a safe and happy holiday season and get to see your family. And that's it from us. We'll see you next quarter. Bye-bye.